So the other day, I asked Kelly Thompson a question on Twitter. Kelly Thompson being the writer of Captain Marvel, and that question was something along the lines of: does Carol Danvers want people to be safe, or does she need to be the one who saves them or keeps them safe? And Kelly responded with, something along the lines of a little bit of both. And that was pretty much what I was thinking there myself. Now, the reason why I asked that question is, I was thinking about the character, and I think I was thinking about people's reactions to the character, both good and bad. But then I thought about the House of M storyline and how she was in that. Now, the House of M was the storyline where Wanda altered reality to, and then mutants were in control. They were the ruling class, and also what she did was she gave people what they wanted. Like for example, Magneto wanted to rule, so he was the ruler of the mutants, and I think they controlled the United States, and so he was in charge. Uh, Coincidentally, side note, Peter Parker was married to Gwen Stacy, and they had kids while Mary Jane was a famous actress, probably like the it actress during that time. So that was very interesting how in the regular universe they were, they were a couple, but yet when they get this alternate reality to get what they want, what they want is separate from each other. That was just very interesting. But anyway, what she wanted was, anyway, in that reality, she was the most popular superhero that they had, and she wasn't a mutant, which was a feat in and of itself, a non-mutant being the most popular hero. So, but when that ended, she still had the memories of that, if I recall correctly, and she wanted to recapture that. Now, I guess what she saw there was she saw potential in herself, and she saw that she wanted to live up to that potential, which is always a good thing. So she hired a publicist, to help her with her marketing and image and everything, and it went from there. But so the character, again, like I say, she had this desire for recognition. We could look at it and say that because she was wanting to reach her potential, but there's still this desire for recognition, at least in my perspective. Now, like I said, there's a lot of people who have their opinions about the character. Some good, some bad, some legitimate, some just ridiculous. There are people who look at the character and they feel that she is cocky, arrogant, and some of them even think that she's boring and bland. Now, like I say, opinions vary, and of course there was this whole argument regarding, well, why is it okay for Tony to be arrogant, but it's not okay for Carol to be arrogant? It's okay for Thor to be cocky, but it's not okay for Carol to be cocky. Now, me personally, I think that Carol is confident. I don't think that she's necessarily cocky, and I don't think she's arrogant. She's just stubborn. Now, also, what I've noticed, and I think it'll be interesting if it would be explored, is I think Carol is confident, yet at the same time insecure. And her insecurities is like I say, I think she doubts herself. I think she and I think maybe the confidence that she puts out there is a combination of confidence in her abilities, but also that whole confidence as far as just fake it till you make it type of confidence. I think it's a mixture of both. It just depends on the situation, the circumstance, and things of this nature. Because, like I say, she is and I think that she is constantly trying to prove herself. Now, and whether she's trying to prove herself, I don't think she's necessarily trying to prove herself to others, but maybe to herself. And, even though she's at a point where she doesn't have to prove anything to anybody, even herself. I just still think that she feels that she hasn't reached her potential. And I think that maybe she feels that, you know, with each mistake that she makes, that is a setback. You know, maybe she feels that, you know, I should have known better, or I should have done better, or I should not have let myself, you know, do this or think this way, or whatever the case may be. You know, kicking herself for making mistakes. You know, she has made mistakes. Without going into too much of the character's history, or she's had made mistakes in certain regards, and even in situations, I think even in situations where she was right to act in the manner in which she did, I still think that maybe, you know, she could have handled things better, and she felt like she could have handled things better, you know, coincidentally with Civil War II and that whole situation, which I sided with her in that regard. But so yeah, I just find that that in regards to the character, you know, and it's interesting because I feel the same way in regards to how the character has been written ever since she became Captain Marvel and the Captain Marvel solo series started with the character. Now, there have been stories that I've enjoyed. There have been moments that I thought were really good. One of my favorite issues was when she comes home and she finds out that her friend and mentor had passed away, and you know, that whole issue, I thought that was a really great issue. But the character, in my opinion, has yet to reach her potential. You know, I honestly feel that the character needs a good rogues gallery, but that's just me. But I feel that the character is just, you know, when she was Miss Marvel, I got into the character. I've known about the character for years, you know, due to association with the X-Men. But I really got into the character when she rejoined the Avengers in New Avengers, which came after Avengers Disassembled. And I seen the potential of the character. And I was so excited when she became Captain Marvel, but the character has yet to live up to her potential. And I think it is the same within the book. I think that she has potential, but yet I feel that she, let me preference this. No, not to speak for a fictional character, but I feel that she feels that she hasn't lived up to her potential, and I think that she is aware that she is stubborn and, you know, a little bit brass, and you know, while that can be beneficial in some degree, it can be a hindrance in other degrees. And I think that and nobody's perfect and people are going to make mistakes, but I feel like when she makes mistakes, she kicks herself for it, and she sees that as, you know, a setback, or, you know, a slide back in regards to her quest to live up to the potential that she knows she has, or at least she feels she has. And you know, I think that each setback also is a sort of a ding in her confidence level as well. But anyway, those are just some thoughts that I had. You know, just sitting here thinking, you know, I'm not really sure if, I mean, maybe other people could agree, maybe other people disagree. That's what the comment section is for, so you can go ahead and put your own opinions and or your perceptions of the character and where she is, and, you know, all that other stuff. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this one. So thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, and until next time, oh, and that notification bell, so that you can be notified whenever I upload new videos. And I'll catch you on the flip side.